Hello all, Whitley here. I am going to be updating everyone on this full moon that we have coming tomorrow. And so we have a full moon in Pisces tomorrow on Monday at 7:55 p.m. Eastern time. So what is really intense about this full moon is that we actually have it happening in opposition when the sun is in Virgo. So we know that since we've been in Virgo season, this Virgo energy is really like go, go, go. You might notice you've been very productive during this time, very active. That's that Virgo energy. But now we're calling in some more Pisces. So we know that Pisces is like the psychic and spiritual signs of all signs. And so you might notice you're being pulled towards spirituality, but you also are struggling to find balance between taking care of yourself spiritually and actually showing up like for your business or for work. So we're really starting to feel this polarity between the two. And I know for me, this has come up a lot where I have all these ideas, I'm in the Virgo energy, I'm trying to go, go, go. And then I'm like skipping out on yoga class I know that will make me feel better, and really just slowing down enough to tune in. So just keep in mind that we're going to be playing around with the energies of slowing down and speeding up, slowing down and speeding up. And really, we just want to find a balance in there. So what I mean with that is if you're feeling productive, we definitely want to allow your creative inner child to play. So allow that productive space to be there, but within an intentional boundary. So if you're going to be working, making sure that you have a set end time, then maybe where you go to yoga class or you set a time to connect in each day and slow down. So maybe it's first thing in the morning. This week you really focus on having an hour when you first wake up to slow down and tune in, then go into your productive day. But whatever it looks like for you, we need to call in both of those, call in both of the pieces to bring that harmony, bring that polarity into balance there. So let's see what else I want to say here. Okay, so they're actually going to be working with the houses, the 5th and the 10th. And so what that is going to be working with is hobbies and interests, and then also our mental health. And so you can see how that career spiritual polarity plays in. So just know this week that your mental health might be in the forefront. You might be experiencing some symptoms around that, or it's just feeling really intense. And so that's when you want to call in that spiritual practice. But we have the 5th house there, so we definitely still want to keep things that we enjoy and definitely follow that creative energy still. So let me see if I can actually even show you guys where it's moving through. Let me open it up in a different thing. So I have a million tabs, sorry about that. But you can see here, we have the sun and the moon, and they'll be moving this way and that way. And so if you're familiar with birth charts, then you'll know that those are the houses that are going to be most alive for you. And so just check in with your chart and see what's alive in there, and use that as a way to check in. Let's see what else I wanted to connect in with here. Okay. Oh, yes. So we definitely don't want to neglect any of these needs. We want to honor both. So make sure you really are putting time in each day for work and for play, because we need both of the pieces this week to really function. So though you may be feeling productive, we actually kind of want to bring it just down a little bit to where we can connect in with the present moment. Okay, so yeah, this is actually the sun's going to be moving into Mars, and the moon's going to be aligning with Neptune, which is going to be working with Pluto. And so you might notice this next week, you might have some type of big epiphany of like your passions or the things you want to follow, and that's beautiful. We definitely want to encourage that space, but we want to encourage the space of slowing down, tuning in, and knowing that you have everything you need right here. You know, so that Virgo really makes us seek out, and that that Pisces makes us tune in. So I love that we have both of these. We can play in both of these, but I just don't want everyone to forget about themselves. It's like one of my good friends, Leah, if you're watching this, hi. She posted something that today about how, like, in this materialistic world, how we like are always seeking and always needing the next thing, when really the purpose of life is to just like be in tune with the land, be in tune with nature, be in tune with those things. And those are the ways that we will be sustained in this life. So if you have one takeaway from this full moon, please take that away of how you can really tune into those energies, because the Virgo is going to pull you around. So just try and slow down, pretty much is the key here. So let's draw some cards just to see what we have here. See what energies we're playing with today. All right, so the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. I actually personally love this card. It really works with the space of stability financially, and actually even risk-taking financially too. And so maybe that's what this epiphany will be around, some type of like financial thing that is going on for you. But it actually means like opportunity is presenting itself for you all this week when it comes to finances. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. This actually works with working too hard. So it's kind of funny where I was like, we're in that Virgo energy and the Pisces wants us to slow down, because this is what this card is really working with. It's like we're overworking, we're doing a little bit too much, and though we are productive and it's setting us up financially, we're losing our connection within, and that's actually what's going to sustain us. Money will come and fall, but like this right here is what will sustain us. All right, and the Five of Cups. This actually works with grief. So we might be grieving something this week, or just feeling a lot of really intense energy here. And all of that is okay. This could be a cool time to practice connecting to spirit guides or talking to spirit this week. But it's just saying is we might be experiencing this heaviness. And if you feel like you are feeling depressed or depression symptoms, this is actually saying to like lean into that and let that be. You know, let that be. And it can even be that we are working too hard, that we're forgetting to check in emotionally, that we're totally bypassing our emotions, and that we need to tune in, because if we don't give our emotions space, they're going to build, and then we won't be able to hold them, and then it will feel overwhelming, and we'll be in it and not have the resources to get out. But if we gently titrate out our emotions and move through them as they come, then they don't build. We actually will, you know, touching into it means like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. So we don't ever get stuck in the muck. You know, it's like we always have 1 foot there to support. So just keep that in mind. And one last card. We have the Ten of Swords. So this card, this is actually for me, when I'm looking at the bottom, I'm thinking of the theme that we all had moved through last week. And this actually is like something hurtful might have happened. And so it's saying is this week you're going to be emotionally sensitive, and just keep that in mind. So that could be why we're kind of grieving a little bit, or this is like more of a sensitive one. Like you look at this and you're like sad, it's more of sensitive. And this is like the miss. So last week was probably really rough for some people, or we felt really out of balance. This week with the moon, it pulled that energy in, but we're going to be moving through it. So it's actually feeling like we're coming to the completion of that. So moral of the story, everyone this week, slow down. Use this Pisces energy to connect to your authentic self, to connect to spirit, and just be very gentle. You know, be very gentle with yourself, and forgive yourself for anything from the past. You know, forgive yourself for the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and just step into your power in this moment. Like, you're enough as you are, and just be embodied in that. So I will connect with you all this week, and thanks for joining in.